Hello everyone, this is Bamdele from Delaware Studios. You're welcome to another episode of Java Programming. We'll be looking at polymorphism in details. The dictionary definition of polymorphism refers to a principle in biology in which an organism or species can have many different forms or stages. This principle can also be applied to object-oriented programming and languages like the Java language. So, to Java, polymorphism simply means the ability to process objects of various types and classes through a single uniform interface by extending and manipulating the ability to use the object of a class in a different form. That is just what polymorphism is. We'll be looking at how to apply polymorphism on our project, which we've been developing from the beginning of the series of this tutorial, which is the Java subclassing. We have a project called encapsulation in our NetBeans IDE with some Java classes in it. But now I will try as much as possible to separate these classes into different packages, so that we'll be able to apply the rules of polymorphism very, very well on them. First of all, I would like to rename my project. I right-click on the project directory and rename. I want to call it employees, or let me call it Delaware Studios. Let me use the name Delaware Studios, just like a company name. Okay. I'll rename that. Okay, it has been renamed. Now I'll need to separate these classes into different types of packages. Now my root package, I will refactor it and rename it as well. I call it cam.delaware Studios. I refactor it so I get it renamed. That's the essence of refactoring. You refactor codes, Java classes in Java. Now, after doing that, I can look at it very well. I will create a new package called com.delaware Studios dot let me call it employee, or let me just knock it off like this. Okay, let me call it position. Okay, let me finish it up here. So in this package, I would like to drag in some Java classes into it, like the admin. I refactor. It's quite easy. The employee, I refactor. It's quite easy as well. The engineer and the manager, I drag it into that specific package, and the manager. Okay. Now, when I collapse this, I get to find some list. Can you see it this way? I get to find some list of package over there. Now, in this same directory, I would like to create another Java package. I'm going to call it stock. Okay, which is going to house the stock. We're going to create a sort of stock plan for each employee. So we're going to have the employee stock plan right there. But before I go down there quickly, I would like to finish up a Java class in the position, that's the employee position, I would like to add another Java class called director. Okay, it's a class name called director. Okay, for you guys that you're not following with the tutorial, I will post the source code in my GitHub account for you to follow on, so you won't be lost, you won't be you'll be confused, because these are the build up. I have these classes from the build up of my previous lessons, you know, the employee, the engineer, and the manager. So now I have the director. Okay, so what am I going to do with it? What am I going to do with the director? I need to declare some, I need to create some funky things into there. First of all, the director must extend okay, it has to extend manager, sorry for that, don't bother about that for now. Let's create a private variable, double, call it budget. Okay, so a constructor, a public director, integer employee ID as the parameters in the constructor, string name, string SSN, double salary, string department, double budget. Okay, we have some parameters that are the same with the superclass, which is the manager. Now we are going to declare them in here: employee ID, name, SSN, salary, and department. Are sharing that in common. Close it up here. Now I'm going to use this keyword to initialize the budget, which is the peculiar field to the director class budget, to assign it to the variable budget. Now I'm going to create a method quickly. I'll call it public double or get budget. So it's going to get each budget of the employee. Okay, hope you're following. Now there should be a return type. What are you returning? Budget. Okay, I'll have to create an annotation called override, trying to override the string class. Okay, what am I overriding? Create a public string. No, it's from the Java pre-installed Java classes. Okay, the string method. This is from the string class. So I'm going to return what? A super. I'm going to call the toString to it. toString method, convert it to string, and I'll concatenate. So a new line call it budget. Okay. So I concatenate it up with the get budget method. I think this is cool. Okay. Return super to string. Get budget method. Okay, there's an error here. I have to return. Okay, that's fine. That's a quick one. So I'm gonna create the employee stock plan, which will sit right in the package called Studios.stock. So I'm going to create a new Java class, and I'm going to call it employee stock plan. Let's get the stock plan of the employees. Okay, finish it up. So what is this going to contain? First of all, I got to import the director, which we're going to need the director, the employee, and the manager. So it's going to become .studios position director. Fine. Okay. I'll have to import also let me just copy this. I'm gonna paste it over here, and I change this guy. Change it to employee. You have to import the package. This is part of the rules of polymorphism for you to be able to use some of their objects. Manager. Okay. Now I have to create some 3 fields. I call it private. They are private variables. Final, no, not changing. That's the meaning of final. It's not changing. Employee shares. Okay. I'm going to give them 10. Okay. I gotta copy these. I'm gonna make up to three fields. Okay, what's this gonna be? It's gonna be manager. Okay, what's manager shares? The manager shares should be bigger. And add this to it. And the director, we have a director here. The director should have a bigger one. Okay, that's 1,000. That's fine. So I'm gonna create a constructor. I'm going to create a constructor, call it public employee stock plan. That's the constructor, an empty one. Catch me up in my next tutorial on polymorphism. We're going to complete this structured application. So I just don't want to make the video too lengthy. Catch me up in my second part of polymorphism. Bye bye.